Today we are going to discuss the transistor as a switch. The contents that we are going to see, first of all we will see what is the need to operate the transistor as a switch. Then we will see the different region of operations in which the transistor is used as a switch. And we will see the different applications of the transistor as a switch. So let us move towards the what is the need. In that case, we are going to use the transistor as a switch. So what is a switch? Switch is nothing but a circuit or a device or a component which is just passing the whatever the signal as it is. Means it switches a DC output on or off without any change in the signal. So generally we know that the LEDs, these are driven by the logic gates, and the LEDs require very less amount of the current. Means that LEDs can be driven by logic gates of which the output voltage is very small, generally up to the 5 volts. But in case of the circuits which requires more power, for example motors, solenoids or the lamps, we should go for a circuitry or a component which is going to handle the large amount of the power. So in which case the transistors are going to use, because the simple switches we cannot use to interface such devices. These are carrying more power. So in that case, to carry or to handle these devices which requires more power, we are going to use the transistor as a switch. So this is the need that for more power handling circuits to interface or to switch that circuits, we require more power, and the more power is provided by transistor. So which region of operations are there in which the transistor is acting as a switch? You know that there are the two regions of operation. First is the saturation and second is the cutoff region. So the characteristic diagram is shown here that shows the two regions of operation, the saturation region and the cutoff region. Whenever we are going to see the cutoff region, the transistor is fully acting as in off mode. And when we see the saturation region, the transistor is fully operating in the on state. Here the active region we are not using as a switch, only the saturation region and the cutoff region we are going to use to operate the transistor or a switch. Okay, so in cutoff region we are getting IB equals to 0, and because of that the IC current is equals to 0, and because of that VCC is equals to the VCE. And in case of the saturation region, we are getting the maximum current flowing in the circuit and the voltage drop across collector and emitter, that is equals to 0. So the cutoff characteristic we will see here. Here is the circuit of the transistor which is acting as a switch. So here Vin and Vin value, that is your input voltage, is connected to the ground, and again the base is again grounded. Means here in that circuit we are operating the transistor in cutoff region. Means what? The emitter region and the collector region, means emitter junction and the collector junction, both junctions we are operating in the reverse bias condition, and we are going to maintain the VBE is less than the 0.7 volts. So what is the 0.7 volt? The minimum voltage required for a transistor to switch it on. And again because of that input voltage is 0, the current IB is equals to 0, the transistor becomes off and the collector current again equals to 0. And in this way the transistor is going to act as open switch, and because of that the V out we are getting here, that is equals to VC, and that is equals to VCC, and that is equals to 1. Means whenever we are operating the V in is equals to 0, we are getting V out equals to 1. So we'll see that how this circuit is acting as a switch, because we are applying the V in 0, we are getting V out 1. This characteristic or these things is because we are operating the transistor in common mode configuration. You know that common mode configuration, the output is inverted of the input. So here the transistor acts as a switch but in inverting mode. So to operate the transistor as open switch, we are operating the transistor in the cutoff region. To operate the transistor in saturation region means the transistor is operated in the closed switch manner. Okay. So for this, we are applying the Vin is equals to 1 and we are maintaining the VBE value greater than 0.7 volt, and we are forward biasing emitter junction and forward biasing the current collector junction, and because of this your transistor will go in saturation operation, and because of this condition we are operating the transistor as on, means transistor becomes on. Since the transistor becomes on, it is operated in the saturation region. Whatever the collector current flowing through the circuit, we are getting it as a maximum collector current. This value is given by VCC by RL. And since this transistor acts as a closed switch, so because this acts as a closed switch here, whatever the VC value, that is nothing but the V out we are getting here, that is equals to 0. Means whenever we are applying the V in equals to 1, we are getting the V out equals to 0. Means totally reverse condition. Your input is present at the output but in the reverse manners, because we are operating this in common emitter configuration. So here we have seen the two operating modes, saturation and cutoff. In cutoff region, cutoff mode, the transistor is operated as open switch, and in saturation mode, the transistor is operated as a closed switch. So now we'll see some applications of the transistor, which is operating the relay to carry the different loads. So here this circuit diagram shows the input signal. The pulses are applied here as input to the transistor, and the transistor at the collector side a relay is present, and this relay is used to drive the different load circuits. So when IB equals to 0, whatever the collector current flowing through this transistor is equals to 0, and because of that the relay is de-energized. Relay is not operating. So whenever the collector current is 0, means the current flowing through the coil of the relay, that is equals to again 0. So whenever we are applying the input signal, IB flows through this, and because of the flow of IB, we are getting the maximum current IC flowing in the circuit, and this gives you the presence of the current in the coil, and because of that your relay gets energized. As the current flowing through the coil, this produces the magnetic field here, and this magnetic field is used to carry the different types of the loads. In this way we can switch the transistor on and off depending on that the relay function is present there. The relay makes on or off. So in some cases there are the drawbacks of the circuit whenever we are going to operate the transistor in cutoff. So why we are using the transistor to operate the relay or to handle the relay? Because of its fast switching property of the transistor. The relay operated or the switched fastly on and off by using the transistor. Means when a transistor on, the maximum current is flowing. When the transistor is off, the less amount of the ideally zero current is flowing. So there should be fast switching between on and off of the current. So whenever the transistor in off condition, what will happen? We want the current flowing through this coil is equals to 0, and this coil current 0 makes the magnetic field 0. But you know the property of the relay, coil is present there. There is the stored energy present here, and this gives the reverse voltage present in the circuit, means towards the collector side, and this maximum amount of the reverse voltage present gives the spikes present in the circuit, and this condition can damage the transistor present here. So means because of the back EMF provided by the relay, there is chances of damaging the transistor. And to avoid that, we are going to use a flywheel diode, or this is also called as the freewheeling diode. What is the operation or the purpose of use of flywheel diode here? Whenever the reverse voltage is generated here, the flywheel diode will clamp that voltage and maintaining that voltage, that is equals to 0.7 volt. Means whatever the voltage at the collector side, this will not go in increasing, maintaining the transistor in a proper condition or in good condition, or avoiding the transistor from damaging. So this is the use of flywheel diode. So it avoids the damaging of the transistor when the back EMF is generated by the relay. So this is one of the application of the transistor as a switch. This is operating the relay, means the transistor switching action on and off makes the relay on and off, and the magnetic field produced by the relay can control the different loads attached towards the output side. Again, we will see the different or the second example of the transistor as a switch. This is used in the digital logic circuits. You know that the digital logic circuits are providing the less amount of the voltage. These are having the less logic levels. Whenever we want to interface the digital logic circuits with the high power circuits, so something is going to use that. This means what? That input of the circuit is minimum and the output will be the larger, so that it can handle the different loads which are having the maximum power. So in this case, the transistor is used. So this example shown here, the blowing of the LED that is connected to the transistor, means the transistor driving the LED. An input of the transistor is nothing but the output of the logic gate. The logic gate may be AND or a OR gate. The input is given to the logic gate, it is providing you the output that is equals to 5 volts, and because of that the transistor becomes on. When the transistor becomes on, the current flowing through the circuit, and this makes the LED on, which is connected in the collector side. So switching on the transistor switches the LED. When the output of the AND gate is equals to 0, it makes the transistor off, and because of that no current flowing, I is equals to 0, the LED becomes off. So switching on and off of the gate gives the switching on and off the transistor, and this transistor controls the on and off of the LED. But if suppose we want to handle the different loads, these are carrying the high power, for example motor, lamp, heater, these can be used as a load here whenever we are operating the transistor as a switch. Because in simple switches, these cannot handle the maximum power devices. So to handle the maximum power devices, we have to use the transistor. Means whenever the interface is present between the digital logic circuit, which is handling the less amount of the output levels, to the maximum power devices which are handling the maximum power, there should be some interfacing circuits, and in that case we are going to use the transistor to interface such a networks. So here the transistor is acting as a switch, and it is again interfacing the low logic levels, the gates, the digital logic, and the maximum power devices such as motor, lamp, and heaters. So while concluding the things, we can say that the transistors are used as a switch in saturation region and in cutoff region, so to handle the maximum power devices. So this is the application of the transistor as a switch. Thank you very much.